Remember, there's always something cooking in the Killer Kitchen. Good evening, and welcome to Killer Kitchen. And tonight, we are going to take you on a trip to rock and roll heaven. But remember, here in the kitchen, nothing is ever as it seems.
Greatest hits of the 60s. Just listened to it last week.
Did you leave it at home?
Oh. Sorry.
Too much lipstick?
Yeah, good girl, Sally. Good girl.
Oh, so much for our pristine wilderness experience.
Yeah, well, I told you, this is an adventure, which basically is a vacation with meat on it.
I want you to have your meat, darling. I really do. I was just hoping for some room service and a good wine.
What does it mean, the skinny little white boy singers you like so much?
I married one, didn't I?
Yeah, but I don't sing that new crap in the shower, do I? Huh? Dad always said that great music died.
The day they dreamed up disco.
That's right. Yeah, I could lick that off.
And keep both eyes on the road? I don't think so.
Just a little cheeky from last night, you know what I mean? Piney woods, star skies. It's just the right time to make a baby, I think.
Yeah. We both keep singing that song, huh? Here we are.
Bacon, eggs, homemade biscuits. Can eat this way every morning for the rest of my life.
Until the day you die, next year.
This is it. This is the real Oregon, baby. Oh, yeah. The rumors are true. I do get transferred to Jersey. At least we'll have this trip, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
So glad we got a taste of the wildlife.
Hey, you know, we could take a shortcut to Toketee Falls.
Where?
Yeah, you take 58, a few miles east, and you go south on this county road. Huh?
Oh, that looks pretty empty. I think the word is wilderness, as in no gas stations, no restrooms, no motels with soft beds.
No, we'll find one. We'll find one. Here, you just cut across this highway here. Can't be much further to Toketee. See? Hey? It's all about the roads with no numbers, man. Blaze a trail, feel the land.
Yeah, like we're pioneer stock. You're a computer programmer, Clark.
It's what I do, honey. It's not what I am.
Sorry, you come from a long line of hunter-gatherers.
Body broken for you and for many. Oh, we're talking mass culture. Sugar muffin.
Kidding me? What?
Clark, I gave up teaching summer school for this. Please tell me we're not lost.
Not lost, just in mid-process. I've never seen a road marked like that.
Where are the phone lines?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, how long is a while?
I don't know, 10, 20 miles?
You want my advice?
No, but I suppose I'll get it anyway. You know, I really can't stand it when you roll your eyes like that.
Roll my eyes like what?
Well, you know, like I'm some old dog farted under the dinner table. Go on, put your nickel. Tell me what you're thinking.
Let's go back while there's still time.
Yeah, sure. Now all you need is a sign that says repent. See, that's the problem with you teachers. You're always tied to your lesson plan. That's it. It's got to be the right fork. That's south. Yeah, I can smell Tocatee Falls from here. That's the ranch road. Must be.
A ranch road with a striped line.
Well, you'd be surprised how well off some of these ranches are. Money in the land, as my dad always said.
Baby, let's go back and find a nice hot tub and a cold mojito. Reverse is right there, baby.
No, honey, wrong. Reverse is just another word for going backwards, okay? Besides, it's not like the yellow line is going to run out.
Take it up, pretty baby.
Okay. Doesn't matter. It'll always be a county road. We're just going to keep heading south-southeast. Just don't say anything, okay? We're not lost. We're not lost. The road will open up again over the next hill, probably. We're not lost.
That's it. I'm calling the auto club. In 15 years of marriage, you've never asked for directions, ever. Just like your father. He gave you this car of his, and the day he did, there must have been 50,000 extra miles from going around in circles.
Well, you know, one man's circles is another man's wanderlust.
Yeah, well, I'm all out of lust, and we've wandered long enough.
Well, I don't know. I've seen enough horror movies to know that when there's trees in the middle of nowhere blocking the road, it might be for a reason. Friday the 13th taught me this. I've learned this in The Hills Have Eyes, the remakes, or fakes as I call them. And speaking of Friday the 13th, we're going to be having a breakfast this morning, so I've got my customary Camp Crystal Lake coffee mug. Now I'm only making a half a pot, so what I'm going to be doing is I've got an iced tea scoop. I'm going to fill that right to the top, very level, and I'm going to do just 1 and about a quarter cup of coffee. Now, most of you out there already know full well what this is, but for legal reasons, I'm not able to say. We're also going to take our half a pot of water. Just like that. Put this guy on. Let's get ready for the show.
Clark, I give. Okay? You're a man among men. I say this with the greatest respect. Turn the damn car around.
Honey, I can't risk turning the car around now. The road is too narrow, the shoulders are soft, we'll get stuck, okay? I got us into this, I will get us out. Trust me.
It's getting late. We've got to turn back.
Just stop it, Mary, all right? Just put down the chalk, will you? Not some Tolkien fantasy here. We'll be fine. Just gotta stay the course.
Stay the course. You can't find the course, Clark. I mean, what are you trying to prove? We're in trouble here. Just look. Can't you see it?
I see a sign. Can you read it? Can you read it?
Yeah. It says, if you came this far, you really screwed up. has to be a joke.
Well, maybe not.
A town called Rock and Roll Heaven?
Why not?
Come
There's
on.
Truth and Consequences, New Mexico. There's Shark, Nevada. There's even a town in Pennsylvania called Intercourse. I mean, why not Rock and Roll Heaven? I mean, maybe it was built by hippies back in the 60s. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we've found some honest-to-God pavement again, honey.
You made that up.
What?
Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
No. I swear. I've done Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Huh?
Yeah. Do the new road. Be careful.
Norman Rockwell's birthplace. Has to be.
Where's the smoke? There should be smoke from a chimney somewhere.
You know, we could win a condo in the Garden of Eden and you'd be worrying about aphids.
Let's turn around.
What? Why?
I don't like it, that's all. Look at that house.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the candy house in Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, come on.
No, I hid under my bed for a week after Mom read me that story. Let's just turn around.
Honey,
The roads are wide enough here.
Look at the character of the place, huh? I mean, do you want to buy a souvenir? Buy a T-shirt. A T-shirt.
That's how you do it, Clark. That's how men always do it.
Do what?
Get your way. Not by being right. By being relentless.
Oh, you
Yeah.
getting out now? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, all right.
One T-shirt, 5 minutes.
Now, when do I get to choose, Clark, huh? When do we take the trip I'd like? When do we move to a different place from my job?
You can teach anywhere.
Oh, I'm getting a headache.
Oh, come on, it's 19 miles back to Highway 58 over the same crappy road. we just
19 miles
traveled.
isn't so much.
But when you tack on 50 miles it's going to take to go around the forest, once we get to Highway 58.
You make it sound like we have a plane to catch.
I mean, come on, it just ticks me off, you know? I mean, you take one look, it's a nice little town, it's got a cute little name, and then suddenly you're reminded of like Mystic River or some damn thing, and you want to go back.
Yeah.
Where if we just stayed on the same road through town and we just cut south, due south, it's probably not even a half an hour to Toketee Falls.
That's what you said back at the diner. Remember?
Out.
What was that about?
I don't know, something for the tourists, I'm thinking. All right, one souvenir and we're gone. Promise. First Wicked Witch we see, gonna back up Mustang Sally all the way to Portland, no questions asked. Please? Please?
Okay. One T-shirt. Nothing more.
Okay.
Nothing more.
All right, okay. But only if you're sure.
Clark, I said okay. That doesn't change how I feel.
Okay.
So you'll have to excuse me if I decline to put my cheerleader skirt on and yell, "Go, Clark, go."
Jeez. You're in some mood, boy. You would look cute in a cheerleading skirt, though.
have to see it, Clark. I know you do.
What?
It's like the town in the Twilight Zone. A peculiar little town. Remember? Come on, you watch TV Land constantly. Clark.
Monday.
What are you doing?
I want a Coke.
Clark.
What's the matter?
I know you. You have no intention of leaving this place until you convince yourself you're not intimidated.
Can I get you something? Iced tea? Or...
I want to leave.
What's to be afraid of, honey?
Who knows what goes on in the backwoods here? These guys, they could have 12 wives date their sisters. I don't know.
You're right back.
But Clark, I'm not staying here by myself. Clark. Okay. Go piss on your hydrant, then we're getting out of here. You look familiar.
Did you get the refill?
What do we know is moved to Rock and Roll, Oregon to be street people. Oh.
Come on in, folks. Take the first available booth.
This is fabulous. Look at this. Look. Yeah, the moon glows.
Frankie, Lyman and the Teenagers. Tweedly D. Oh, Tweedly D. Wow. Oh, God.
Did you know that Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Kurt Cobain were all the exact same age when they died? Now, we're going to start tonight with what I think is probably the most important part of the meal, the bacon. We're going to lay it out like this, real flat. Like this. Just do a flat surface along a baking sheet or some kind of pan. Probably better to use a real pan that has edges like what I've got here, if not a larger one if you have larger ovens, because you will get grease. But it's a lot easier and you get a lot more evenly baked bacon when putting it into the oven. So we're going to set this in the oven. You're going to bake it at, say, 325, and just keep an eye on it, because ovens vary. I don't want to give you guys an exact time. But I do mine at about 325, and I just let it bake. I don't touch it. I don't fuck with it. It goes in, and it stays in. We've got a little extra here, and for the other pieces, we are going to be adding a little bit of cinnamon sugar. And the way you do your cinnamon sugar, let me show you guys. Like you would on a pan, just take your bacon and lay it out. Take your cinnamon sugar, just real light, almost the way you would with a piece of cinnamon toast. Now, if you get a little heavy, take another piece of bacon, rub it right on top of there. Now, let's get back to rock and roll heaven. Or is it hell? And when we come back, we will be making some pan perdu.
Heard that since my dad made it when I was a kid.
Just take out drinks, remember?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. But Mary, I mean, look at this. Look at the menu. I mean, you get Big Bopper Burger and Suzy Q fries. I mean, come on, woman, where's your damn soul, huh?
Drinks, Clark. We discussed this in the car. Drinks only.
What'll it be?
Hi, can I have a Coke, please? Large?
You ought to try the cherry pie. Rick just made it.
Ah, all right. Sounds good.
Just the Coke. To go.
I read it over there.
Stop staring at her. You're like a little boy trying to pick up somebody's skirt in study hall.
Is she like the spitting image of Janis Joplin, or am I crazy?
Welcome back home. Don't you know?
Hey, Mary. You right? What? You're sweating. Crying out loud. It's not anything to have a panic attack over. You know, losing my mother's diamonds last year, that's worth having a panic attack over.
Janis Joplin is dead in LA. An overdose. What are these people? The Jonestown Glee Club?
She's a groupie. And this is like a 50s place. They're playing dress up, that's all. Tell you what, we'll enjoy our pie. And we'll get out of here. All right? Could I make my Coke a malt?
Well, you can do anything you want, stud.
Well, in that case, make mine vanilla.
And how did I know that?
Nobody makes malts anymore. You know, it's all lattes, mochas, gelato. Any old excuse to charge you $5 a pop. I mean, what? All right, those bananas. Walnuts.
Go on, doll, serve him up.
Just the ones with the big biceps.
Yeah? My luck, they'll hit back.
You see each other enough to eat, would you?
Thank you.
You're the expert there.
Don't mention it.
So, how do you get your lipstick to match your hair like that?
Well, you start with the lips, Daddy. Always.
Clark, your pie's here.
Ah, great. You don't have to call this cowboy twice.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's incredible. Who made it?
Rick, take a bow.
Love the pie, man. Wow. Where did you learn to make pie like that?
Me and Mom, we hung around the kitchen a lot.
That's you in a nutshell, Rick. Mama's boy.
Hey, give my hat back. Give me that hat.
Never.
Come here.
Woo! Oh, you run like a mama's boy.
Rick? Ozzie and Harriet, Ricky.
Nelson. Ricky Nelson.
Gotta catch me first.
That's impossible. That's impossible. He's
Dead. Dead like 20 years in a plane crash, him and his whole band.
Hey!
Clark, I think I left my wallet in the car. Would you go get it for me, please? The pink one, it might be under the seat. You go. If you can't find it, I'll come help you.
Right, yeah, I'll go look in the car.
Don't let that pie get cold now.
just starting to tune up for the concert tonight.
We have a concert here in town most every night.
I bet you do.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey. Howdy, man.
That's Roy Orbison, buddy.
Solid tune, I give you that. But it ain't no Ray-Ban.
I call that losing your cherry.
Don't worry yourself about that sweet thing. Welcome. Well, I ain't seen you around these parts before.
My husband and I were just tourists visiting. We have to leave.
You and your man ought to hang around a while. Let's stay for the concert tonight. We put on one hell of a show, if I do say so myself.
Love to have you, ma'am. And not just for the night. Stay a spell.
What do you say?
Let me ask my husband. Oh my God! Oh.
Hey, this ain't no dine and dash, rotten crutch. Get her, boys.
In the car, Mary!
Oh my God!
I remember who they are now. It's Ronnie Van Zant, Dwayne Allman.
Clark, back up. Clark, go!
You're coming to the show.
Clark!
Screw you!
Now, got my coffee. Just a little hint of something for the chef tonight. Now, we're going to be making our French toast, or as they used to call it, pain perdu. Now, I'm going to be using a mixture of brown and white eggs. So, as we go through, I'm going to use, because I'm using a lot of bread here, we've been letting this sit out all morning, since early this morning. I'm going to let that stale. Now, to do it the authentic 1800s way, you bake your own bread and let it go stale, or you can go to the local grocery store, and I'm sure any one of you got it nearby, and you can buy a thing of French bread and let that set. Now, eventually I will show you how to do that the old-fashioned way over an open fire, but right now I do not have the capability to do that, and my grill is broken. In fact, we will be keeping Killer Kitchen here in the kitchen for this summer. The barbecues that we were doing are not going to work. Just a little too noisy here in Bakersfield. We are going to take some vanilla. Now, with 9 eggs, you basically want to do maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons. I'm good enough. I'm just going to eyeball it. There we go. We're going to take that like that. We'll take our fork. Just beat the shit out of this. We want to get a nice golden look to it. And instead of milk, what we're going to be using is some French vanilla coffee creamer. Not authentic 1800s, but it's going to give your French toast a lot better flavor. You want to beat that in as you're going. Now, this is the non-dairy creamer. For those of you who are lactose, the eggs might get you, but this will definitely take care of that milk worry. We're going to beat that real good like this. And we're going to take a couple pieces of bread and just soak them in here. Now I'm taking the butts of the bread first because those are the thickest pieces. Those can sit the longest, while we take our thinner pieces and go right on top like this. And now we can get the oven going. While I get this going, and I get the rest of this bacon cooked up, why don't we get back to the show? When we come back, I can show you finished product, and I'll show you how to make my famous homemade egg.
Hey, who hurt you?
Cherry pie. Clark. Get us out of here.
We'll be fine.
Wherever they get their power, it's not from Oregon Power and Light.
Wow.
Huh?
Back up. Turn around. Go around. Come on, go around. What are you doing?
You've seen them. You want to be them?
Town, both of you. Hope you can stay a while. We're real neighborly, and we'll take care of our own. I'm the mayor around these parts. The name's Elvis Presley. Driving away wouldn't do you no good anyhow. Highway don't go nowhere but the Umpqua Swamp. No roads in there, man. There's a lot of poke salad and quicksand and other things. Bears. Yep. And other things.
If we stay for the show.
The show. Oh, you gotta stay for the show. We really rock. You just see it, we don't.
Ain't nothing but a stone fact.
If we stay for the show, can we go when it's over?
You know, ma'am, we're way out in the boonies out here. And attracting an audience can be kind of slow work. Although, once they hear us, everybody stays around for more. We was kind of hoping you might stick around yourselves for a while. See a few shows. And just kind of enjoy our hospitality. I think you might have decided you want to settle down.
Cooked up. What you're gonna do is, after we come back from the conclusion of Rock and Roll Heaven, which in my opinion seems a lot more like Rock and Roll Hell, I'm going to show you guys how to make my famous scrambled eggs right here on the skillet. And we're going to get this bacon cooking. And I'm going to share with you guys just a few interesting facts that maybe you don't know about French toast and its history.
set?
Over there. Hi.
Hi. I'm Cece Pryor.
Mary Rivium. He's my husband, Clark.
Pleased to meet you.
Your hand.
Frankie did it. Frankie Lyman. Everyone says he was the sweetest guy you'd ever want to meet. When he was alive. He only turned mean when he came here. I don't care. I just wish he had gotten away. And I'd do it again. Besides, Crystal takes care of me.
Sound check. Mic 1. Check.
You know, she'll fix you up if you want. You don't need to lose no fingers to want to get stoned in this town.
Oh, my wife and I don't use drugs.
You will.
Good evening, rock and roll heaven. Get your seats fast, ladies and gentlemen, and hold on to your chairs, because there's good rocking tonight.
How long do they go on?
A long time. I mean, the show will be over at midnight. It's a town ordinance. But time is different here. I mean, if the guys get cooking, sometimes go for a year or more.
Well, we got jobs. Oh, yeah. Mayor said Mary can go to work at the Bebop Beauty Shop.
I have an English degree. A teacher certificate, for God's sake.
I'm a software expert. You don't hear me complaining about it, do you? I said to the mayor, Your Honor, I'm a computer expert. He said, well, son, no computers in this here town, he says, although we could use a couple of Ticketron outlets. So, you know, I guess I'll stack shelves for a while. Yeah. Must do good for Dad. Once upon a time.
How do you reach these people? This is a nightmare. I'm supposed to spend the next God knows how long as a shampoo girl? Wait, don't they hear you? I bet you can wash and rinse with the best of them, little lady. That's what he says to me.
Hey, you hadn't ought to make fun. Making fun can get you into trouble around here.
Okay, Clark, we have to go. My God, now we have to go.
Go, let's go. We gotta run.
Okay. We got Freddie Mercury, just in from London town. Jim Croce, my main man, Johnny Ace.
Some old-time disc jockey, Alan Freed.
Yeah, I knew I remembered him.
Jim Morrison on the red-eye flight from Paris.
Oh, take it easy, Mary.
Patsy Cline.
How bad could it be?
Keith Moon of the Who. Brian Jones of the Stones. That cute little Florence Ballad of the Supremes. Very well.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. It's easy to lose track of time. 12 years at least. Maybe more.
Cass Elliot, Janis Joplin, Tom Bonham. He'll get the lead out of your septum.
I got lost.
George Harrison.
I just got lost in the woods.
Kurt Cobain.
this what happens to people who get lost?
Stevie Ray Vaughan, the giant of music. So, rock and roll heaven, are you ready to boogie? Then let's go, because rock and roll will never die.
That's what I'm afraid of.
People try to tell me I've been wasting my time. I'm the one out here. I'm hanging on, hanging on. I'm hanging on, I'm hanging on, I'm hanging on, I'm hanging on.
All right. So how was that for an ending? Rock and roll heaven? I'd say it is more like rock and roll hell for some people. Me personally, I wouldn't have those problems. How much you got, how much more you got, and what kind of cool music are we going to hear today? As long as I get to make requests, let's do it, man. I'll move there tomorrow. Where's my ticket? So, time for another Did You Know Live. Did you guys know that French toast is actually called pain frites, and it was established back in the medieval times as a dessert usually. It wasn't known always as a breakfast. It's been around really for about 1,000 years. So I mean, maybe not quite back to medieval, but 1,000 years, pretty close. You know, we're going to mix this up, and I'm making scrambled eggs. I'm going to add this time just a little bit of milk. Ouch. Now, the reason we want to add the milk is it'll give it a nice fluffy texture. Heat that up real good. Get this burner plug back in. You guys will notice that I don't use propane or anything. I do have an oven. It's actually a cabinet for me. I don't use propane because I don't like propane. There's something about it I like the smell. Don't trust it. So if you guys like it, that's cool. Everything I do is electric because I trust an electrical appliance a lot more than I trust some tank full of gas in front of my place. Now we're going to take that same flat pan. I've rinsed out and actually melted down some butter. I'm going to get this on here. We're going to keep beating this till this gets a good, nice, hot flame to it. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Funny, actually, the English took the French toast originally and kind of altered it and made it their own. And at that point, there's very few, I mean, if ever, that it was not omitted into a cookbook. And at that point, it had grown out of its own thing. In fact, pain frites is a French word that is translated into stale bread. And a lot of what you would do, if you wanted to make authentic French toast, which we will do here in the kitchen, but I want to do that on another episode that's a little darker. We are going to revisit some of those times about 1,000 years ago. You want to dump this in here like this. Now, take your spatula, and no matter what, you never keep this eggs going in one spot for too long. Now, we're going to revisit something, and we're going to go back to medieval times, because I want to show a slight segment. I got to tell you guys, I get bored at night. And when I'm not filming Killer Kitchen, I love my horror, but I get a little bored with it. How many times can you watch the same movie? And unfortunately, you never get a good one nowadays. Very rarely. Usually it's remakes or reboots. Just gets a little old and monotonous. So, I started looking up, you remember those old Skinamax shows? Well, I found one recently called You're Playing with Fire. And I got to tell you guys, Yeah, it's got the sex, it's got this and that, but I gotta tell you, the storyline that goes with it and the mystery is amazing. It really is. Even the love scenes, they're not graphic, it's not even that, but yet you get the titty shots, you get, really, and it's got the depth. And if you know anything about Killer Kitchen, there's really only 3 requirements to be on Killer Kitchen. Before 2001, it has to have some kind of monster, or some kind of nudity, or both. Hey, you got that going, you're in. And a monster qualifies as just about anything. I'm more afraid of the monsters here on Earth than I am of the ones under my bed. Unless it's the ones here on Earth that are under my bed. You know, hopefully nobody ever has to deal with that crazy psycho. My daughter got me into creepypastas, and I found out all about guys and girls and psychos hiding under beds. You know, you kids out there that watch those creepypastas, way braver than the kids back in my generation. I was talking about Freddy Krueger in the 2nd grade and got in trouble and got a detention. You guys are freaking power mad. Kids in my day, well, your parents for the most part, if most of you are that young, they'd have been like, ugh. Now, if you look, we're just keeping this in motion, getting a nice, fluffy texture. Now, the reason you're going to keep it in motion is if you don't keep it in motion, you are going to end up burning your eggs. And I'm using a rubber spatula because this is one of these non-stick pans. They work great, but the minute you scratch it, the minute you hit it and you scratch that Teflon, your pan's destroyed. You just wasted $100 odd or whatever you spent. I guess this one is nowhere near that nice. Not yet. But still, $30 for a pan is $30 for a pan. And in the new economy, I don't think none of us can afford no $30 for a pan again.
No. I never could afford $100.
Yeah. So, here we go. Take this off. Our bacon's just about done here. We got our eggs done. Ow. Now that French toast has been in the microwave, just kind of sitting for a few minutes. We're just putting it on for about 30 seconds to heat it up. Normally you don't want to do that, but if you watch very closely, you heat it up, make it nice and hot, without drying it out. The trick to doing that is whenever you put something in the microwave, the very first thing you want to do is wrap it in paper towel. Put the stuff in paper towel. Everybody laughs at me when I say this, but so many times I've been able to show people those same things you just cook open your burritos, throw it, leave it in the bag. Never going to work for you, man. It's going to be hot. It's going to be, but if you want it to taste right, always remember, wrap it in the paper towel. In the meantime, our eggs are done. Our bacon's ready to come out of the out of the oven. And we've got our French toast that's been preheated right here. Oh. Now tonight we have a guest appearance from the neighbor I told you about from last week, who donated, and actually donated to this week's meal. So we're going to give her the very first plate in the kitchen tonight. So, here we go. And this is our cinnamon sugar bacon. There you go. There's...
I got silverware.
Butter right here?
Nope. Don't need it.
Syrup?
You cook them in better, right?
Yep. Syrup?
Yep.
All right, here's the syrup.
Yes. Yes. Looks delicious, delicious.
And I'm going to put together another plate here.
There you go.
This has been Killer Kitchen. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I told you I was going to take you on a trip to rock and roll heaven. I never promised it would be hell. You know, that reminds me. I ever tell you guys the secret to falling from grace? Just know that you get to rule in hell. We'll see you next week right here in the kitchen, where we've always got something cooking and nothing is ever as it seems.
Remember, there's always something cooking in the Killer Kitchen.